This is Artisan Loom here with bringing you a tutorial for my original design called Poinsette that I made last year. I made it 51 weeks ago, and November 14th, right before Christmas. And anyhow, this is what I've made, and I'm just in love with this charm here. It's just so cool. But I'm going to teach you how to make this design. It's what it looks like from the side. Just like this. So it's a pretty nice design, I think. But I'm going to teach you how to make that. So this is the pin bar setup. So your first and last pin are at the same height. Then you drop down one for your second and third, and those are at the same height. Then we're going to use 2 full loom lengths long. So go ahead and pick out your colors, and we'll go ahead and get started. So since I did this one in a lot of real Christmassy type colors, I'm going to do this one slightly different. And now it sounds silly. I've got a really nice charm with some reds in it and silvers. So I'm going to use cylindric jet black, my favorite color. And my favorite bands from Rainbow Loom. And all we're going to do is just do a normal border. Okay, now what I've done is I'm going to do every other band on the border will be a beaded band, and I took a little spacer bead. I think it's a 6/0. It fits just like a seed bead, and I did a bunch of these up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do every other band. So your first one will be a plain band. Beaded band, plain band, beaded band. Okay, so what you're going to do the same thing on this side as you do here. Every other band starting with the plain, beaded, all the way down the loom. You'll do the exact same thing. Put the bead in the exact same spot on this side and take it all the way down. I believe to the end of the loom. Let me see if I can find a picture where if I make sure we're going, yes, we're going all the way to the very end of the loom. So go ahead and finish out your border, and when you come to the center, you stop the second peg from the top. I do believe we're stopping right here, and then we're going to go in on both sides and leave this part blank. Okay, so now that when I have the border done all the way to the top, I'm going to move on to my metallic silver, and we're going to go from this peg. Let me get some of my bands out. They're all stuck together. Okay, so short stretch, long stretch, short stretch, long stretch, short stretch, and the long one. And we're going to do this number all the way down the loom. Okay, and on this side it will be short stretch there, and then a long stretch, short stretch, long stretch, okay, so continue that process all the way to the very end. Now that we have this all finished, what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to my jet black cylindric, because this is the part where we're doing where the gold is, okay? And all we're doing is single chains going up. So super simple. I won't even stay on but for 3 of them. We'll do it on both sides. And just finish it all the way to the end of the loom. Okay, so now what I'm going to do After the 2 single chains is we're going to work on the center, which is where the red is and where I have the beads. Okay, now I've beaded some up, and I wanted to say that Chidera was kind enough to let me see these new 600 count silicones. They're kind of like a glitter white, maybe not as much glitter. But the band is also more of a, it's not as white as, say, like this. So this is the glitter white that Rainbow Loom used to carry, and they stopped carrying. And this is their 600 count version of it. So it has a little bit more of a, you know, I think this is called Moonstone. So it's kind of got like a hint of grayish color to it. So it's slightly different. But what I'm going to do is I could not, when I beaded these up, I could not fit them on one of the glitter whites from Rainbow Loom. By the way, I was completely out of glitter white, and my fabulous, fabulous friend Suzanne HB, Crazy Just Might Work, we did a swap. I sent her some LE bands, and she sent me some glitter white and glitter pink, so that was pretty awesome. But what I did was I couldn't bead. I beaded a bead, okay, a red and like a, it's not really white, I'll just call it white, but it's not really white, it's pearly, like it has a hint of silver, but whatever. I couldn't fit those beads on a glitter white from Rainbow Loom. Well, actually, both of them are Rainbow Loom, but you know which ones. The ones they discontinued. I couldn't, the three, I couldn't fit them on those. But the other ones that Chidera let me have, which are these, are the 600 count bands that they're going to be carrying in December. They're not available yet. These ones I could fit through. So I'm going to just alternate, just so I don't use up all my 600 count, because I want to use them in a different design as well. So, and it's because these, the glitter whites, the ones that are discontinued, are just slightly thicker. Okay, so we're going to do every other, or every band is going to be, well, I wouldn't say every band. Let's start here. I'm going to start with this beaded band, and I'm going to go from here to there, okay? And then what I'm going to do is, let me grab some plain bands. Then we're going to do a long stretch up to this third pin bar, just like that, okay? And then I'm going to get my other beaded band, but I'm going to alternate red and white. And you're going to go that way. And then we're going to just long stretch. Okay. And then a beaded band. And a long stretch. I'm going to get my red one. And then a long stretch. So that's basically what we're going to do the entire way down the loom. So now I'm done doing my middle part, and that's all the band placement there is. So now we can turn the loom around. And we're going to need a double cap band is what I'm going to put here. Just like so. Okay. And now how we're going to loom this up is, let's see here. We're going to get this top band, which is this one, okay? I'm going to go in through the cap band and just bring it back to itself. And then we're going to go in through this cap band and bring it back to itself, just like so. Now we're going to need a cap band right here. So I'm going to grab a cap band and do a triple one, like so. And all we're going to do is bring them back to themselves. So since this white band is on top, go in through here and go to the right, drop down one, grab this one, do the long stretch, drop down one, to the right, drop down one, long stretch, drop down one, to the right, drop down one, back to itself. And you're going to do that all the way down the loom. Okay, now all we do is just do our single chains going up. Okay, we're just going to bring them back to themselves, just straight up the loom, just like so. Pretty simple. When I created this design, I did everything halfway simple. Oh my goodness, I cannot get this to save my life. Okay, there we go. So you're just going to do 2 single chains all the way down to the end. Okay, now we're going to work on the silver part. And what we're going to need is a cap band here and a cap band there. And so I'm going to do a triple. Oops. Okay, and what we're going to do is this band is on top, so we're going to go here. We're going to grab that band and just bring it back to itself. Come into this cap band and bring it back to itself. This band is next, so we're going to go in, grab this band, go there, go into here, grab the long stretch, and bring it back to themselves. Whatever band is on top is the one that you're going to grab, which is going to be the short stretch, then the long stretch. Short stretch, drop down, long stretch, okay? And on this side, short stretch, coming through the cap band, long, short, long, short, long. So you're going to do this the entire way down the loom. So go ahead and finish that part up. Super simple. Now all we have left is the border. So you're just going to go in and bring it over to the side and follow your lovely border all the way up to the very top. Do the same thing over here. And just follow it straight up to the very top of the loom, and then meet me at the top with the C-clip, and I'll show you how to take it off, although I think you could figure it out. Okay, I'm at the top. I'm going to go in through here and grab this band, hold it with your finger, grab the other side of that band, put it on your hook, take your C-clip and put it on there, just like that. I'm going to take this off since it's all together. Let it hang out. Look on the side, see that it's all been looped up. Should not fall apart. And basically, you loosen the tension on both sides and then take it off each individual peg. So basically just like this. And then just take it off each individual peg from at this point, okay? So I'm going to go off camera and take mine off and hope that it comes out looking halfway decent, and I will meet you back here. Took it off the loom, and look at that. Oh my goodness. Very pretty. I love these beads. Aren't they pretty? Going down the center. So I'm going to go through and I'm just going to stretch it, just so that all the bands pop into the right place. Stretch it this way. And I know that some of the bands are hugging up against this black border, or the beads hugging up against, so I'm going to slide them a little bit closer to the center, and hopefully that will fix the problem. And I'm going to untwist all my bands, make them lay properly how I would like them, and then I'm going to take these little spacer beads and I'm going to put them into the center of the black band. So instead of laying like this, they will lay like that, okay, versus like this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and you'll just have to wait for my rendition when I post it on Instagram. And hope you decide to make one. Hope you like it. It's pretty simple. It's not hard. Just use good quality bands and you'll be okay. And hope you decide to make one. And if you do, please tag and hashtag your renditions to me. And also, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my YouTube channel, that would be absolutely awesome. So, until next time, this is the Poinsett bracelet. And, yeah. All right. Take care. Bye.